With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go. Trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Jackson steps away. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again, it's Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Henry up the middle. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
4th down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. And Stroud now to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Stroud looking to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 10. Here's Stroud. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 49 yards. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
That's complete left side to Bateman. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
At the 8-yard line.
We need 6 on this drive.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Off the option, here's Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now Stroud. A quick throw, but incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
The throwing again is Stroud. On a slant, here's Collins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Stroud to throw it. Running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon from 8 yards out. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Jackson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the...
Looking for Aguilar, it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Going for the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Mixon running right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Looking to throw. Stroud. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Nico Collins,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A first down carry for Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
It's 4th down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. He finds Bateman over the middle.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Houston. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Putting a receiver in motion. Lamar now from the gun. Complete Derrick Henry. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Pistol snap to Jackson. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He sends this one to the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Kamari Lexiner with the pick. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from the 41. Mixon on the counter. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up second down. Throwing again is Lamar. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Jackson yet again. And that's brought in for 2, Brock. That's going to put him up 8-0. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Shotgun now, first round. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Caught by Collins on the slant. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Buys time, rolling right. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. It's the Ravens looking at 2nd and 1. From the 47. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. And again, it's Jackson. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Handoff headed right to Henry. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Jackson now on 3rd. That one's complete over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He's trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 9-yard line.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
On the quick, right?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds a seam down the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First and 10, a run to Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 16.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 16. Schultz with the catch. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Blitz coming for Stroud. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
So now the Texans decide not to pull the offense. They're not kicking. They're going for two. And he can't reel it in. Incomplete. Down two. They went for the tie right there, partner. But a game defense able to stop them and hang on to this narrow lead.
I don't hate that call, Kate. In fact, this is one of those gray areas. If it's the fourth quarter, that's absolutely the right decision. Third quarter, as I said, kind of a gray area where maybe you're chasing points. Either way, you're behind, and your defense now has to rise to the occasion.
They're out and set. First and 10. Lamar now from the gun. That's taken in by Henry. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down, ball at the 36. From the gun, Jackson. Buying some time right. He's on the move. They're working a couple yards past the line. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Third down, calls his own number left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. On first down, Jackson. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play call.
They connect on the deep shot. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens push the lead to 2 scores now. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. He's racing past midfield. And he gets popped on that return. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. That one's cut along the left sideline. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
From the red zone now. He's got it. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. From the gun, Stroud. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. Tank Dell, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with... It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Texans grab it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. 1 play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has it down close. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
A handoff for Mixon, running right. And he's over the line and in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Texans facing a big play as they go for 2. He's throwing for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Well, Brock, I know you're fond of referencing the great sport of baseball. That is 3 strikes for them, going for 2, and frankly, a little surprising they even tried it a 3rd time. Yeah,
I'm out. Yeah, I'm officially out on this, and if we get a golden sombrero, I may walk right out of this box.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky deadline, without that ball being tipped, we were looking at a big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking to throw. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. They're just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
And it falls incomplete. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. He gets...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First and 10. Stroud going to throw right away. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. On the handoff, it's Mixon. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Stroud. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. More from Houston coming up in a moment. The line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. Here's Stroud. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Texans. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you're going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
A pickup there of 13. First down for Houston. Now Stroud. And this throw batted away and incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw, it's Stroud. That one intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Play action here. Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. First down throw, Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for P-Rob. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They go play action with Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelce. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. Now it's P-Rob. Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38, move those chains. First down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up first down.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They get 22 yards there. First down, KC.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner out. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On the ground, this is P-Rod. He is in. Samaje P-Rod. Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will level things out at 7 apiece. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up the throw. He's going to tuck it and go. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
Those are the plays that hurt. Because as a defense, Mike, you feel like you do everything right in your coverage. There's nowhere to go with the ball, but you leave just enough space for the quarterback to not only break contain, but to get outside and pick up the first down with his legs.
And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and that will lead to a second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. And he will score. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Butker now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Chiefs are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40. Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Texans move on to a 3-point edge, 17-14. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Mahomes now on 2nd down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. They'll run with Pacheco. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Chiefs 1st down. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Mahomes fakes the give and keeps it himself. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They will work the middle with Mixon. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, 4th down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend this drive.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Patrick to throw. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, KC. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. After that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Here you go.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And he will take this down, close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. On the give, this is Mixon. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. From the gun, here's Stroud. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the first down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other side.
Second and 6 coming up. Now, Mahomes. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. The clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game. 3rd and long for Mahomes. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Here's Mahomes. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Not only did they convert on 4th down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25. Here's 1st down. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So it's a win here for the Texans. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.